Start getting ready for the warm-ups. We'll try and practice for our warm-ups practices for Shankar Prakshavan. So we start with the first one, which is Tadasana. Interlace the fingers, keep them on top of your head, turn the palms upwards, focus your attention at one point in front of you. Breathing in, raise your hands, and then slowly come on your toes. Hold your balance, hold your breath. Then very slowly breathing out, bring the hands down, bring the feet back to rest on the ground. Second round, breathing in, raise the hands up, come on your toes, keep focusing on attention on one point in front of you, maintain balance, hold your breath. Breathing out, very slowly come down. Third round, breathing in, go up. Breathing out, very slowly come back. Fourth round, we'll do 5 rounds only. Fourth round, breathing in, go up. Hold your breath, hold your position. Breathing out, very slowly come back. Last round, breathing in, go up. Try and keep your hands close to the ears if possible. Very slowly come back. Release your hands. Experience whatever you can experience in the backside of the body, around the neck area, around the shoulder area, around the wrist and the arms. Is there something that the body is communicating to you as a result of your practice? Second round is Tiryak Tadasana. So you will interlace the fingers on top of the head. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, laterally bend to the right side. Hold your breath, hold your position. Breathing in, come back. Hold your breath, hold your position. Breathing out, laterally bend to the left side. Keep the hand straight. Let the hand not bend. Don't move forward or backward, laterally bend. Breathing in, come back. Hold your position, hold your breath. Breathing out, very slowly, laterally bend to the right side. Hold your breath, hold your position. Breathing in, very slowly, come back to the center, synchronizing the movement with your breath. Hold your breath, hold your position. Breathing out, laterally bend to the left side, synchronizing the breath and the movement. Hold your breath, hold your position. Very slowly come back. Hold your breath, hold your position. Breathing out, laterally bend to the right side. See if you are able to go naturally a little more. Keep the hands straight, don't bend at the elbow. Breathing in, come back. Hold your breath, hold your position. Breathing out, laterally bend to the left side. Hold your breath, hold your position. Breathing in, come back to the center. If you're tired, release. If you can continue one more round, laterally bend to the right side. Breathing in, come back. Breathing out, laterally bend to the left. Breathing in, come back. And very slowly breathing out, bring the hands down from the side. Bring it down very slowly, complete awareness of the movement along the shoulder blade. And now experience the effect of what you've done. How does your shoulder feel? How does the neck feel? How does the back of the spinal cord feel? Anything with the front side? Now we will practice Kati Chakrasana our way. So breathing in, hands up, parallel to the shoulder. Hold your breath, hold your position. Breathing out, swing to the right side, the right hand comes from behind to the left waist, left hand to the right shoulder, turn around and look over your right shoulder wherever you can turn. Breathing in, come back, arms again at the shoulder level, hold your breath, hold your position. Breathing out, swing to the left side, left hand comes from around the back to the right waist, right hand to the left shoulder, look over your left shoulder, hold your breath, breathing in, come back, hands up at the shoulder level. Second round, swing to the right side. Breathing in, come back. Breathing out, swing to the left side. Breathing in, come back. Breathing out, third round, right side. Breathing in, come back. Breathing out, left side. Breathing in, come back. Breathing out, bring the hands down by the side. From Tiryak Bhujangasana, so on your stomach. Forehead on the ground, hands under the shoulder on either side. Feet can either be together or slightly apart as per your comfort zone. And then keep the feet standing on your toes. Breathing in, come up, hands straight. Turn to the right side, look over your right shoulder at your left heel. Breathing in, come back to the center. Breathing out, turn over to the left shoulder, look over your left shoulder at the right heel. Breathing in, come back to the center. Breathing out, turn to the right side, look over your right shoulder to the left heel. Breathing in, come back to the center. Breathing out, turn to the left side, look over your left shoulder at the right heel. Breathing in, come back to the center. And then very slowly breathing out, come back to rest your forehead on the ground. Then very slowly sit up. Sit in a squatting position. If you don't want to do this on your toes, you can do it with the feet flat on the ground. So keep the feet flat on the ground. Let me just adjust my camera. So you can sit squatting and then raise only the right leg and then let the left knee come towards the right toe and then turn to the right side. Then come back, breathing out, let the left knee come down towards the left, right knee come down towards the left toe, look over your left shoulder. Breathing in, come back, breathing out, left knee comes to the right toe, look over your right shoulder. Breathing in, come back, breathing out, right knee comes to the left toe. Look over your left shoulder. Then breathing in, come back and relax. Be in yogic breathing. Just pay attention to your body, to your breath. Let your abdomen expand, then let your chest expand, then let your clavicle expand. Take as much air as you can. When you do this with focus and attention, your actual breathing is almost 4 times the intake of air that you normally take in. Then release your clavicle, release your chest, release your stomach, abdomen. Let the stomach go closer to the spine. Continue with complete awareness till we start our class formally. Get ready to chant mantra Om 7 times. Make your sankalpa and chanting mantra Om, creating a protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies, and viruses. I'm creating 3 layers of protection. On the outermost layer, I have 6 friendly creatures. An elephant behind me, a peacock in front, a tiger on the right side, a lion on the left side, an eagle above my head, and a black tortoise below me. These 6 friendly creatures protect me from all negative influences from 6 different directions. Inside of that, I have a big ring with balls of fire. I'm lighting all the balls, creating a protective energy field, a firewall going up all around me. The 3rd layer of protection comes from the subtle energy of the mantra Om that I'm chanting. Now take your attention to Muladhara Chakra at the cervix for ladies, between the anus and the genitals for men. 4-petal lotus, red color. Take a deep breath in. Take your awareness to Swadhisthana Chakra at the spinal terminus, the coccyx bone, 6-petal lotus, orange color. Increase pitch a little bit, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Manipura Chakra behind the navel, 10-petal lotus, yellow color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Anahata Chakra behind your heart center. 12 petal lotus, green color. Increase pitch further. Take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Vishuddhi Chakra behind your throat pit, 16 petal lotus, blue color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Ajna Chakra behind the eyebrow center, 2 petal lotus, indigo color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Take your awareness to Sahasrara Chakra, 1000 petal lotus, white color. Increase pitch further, take a deep breath. Shanti mantras. Om Sagana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinamadidastu Ma Viddhishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Interlace your fingers. Keep your hands in Linga Mudra. Make a sankalpa for Mahamrityunjaya mantra. I'm chanting Mahamrityunjaya mantra for physical health and mental well-being. Chanting the mantra every day helps me maintain the best of health, mentally and physically. All my brain cells and my body cells are operating optimally and in harmony with each other. I can feel your grace, my Lord, penetrating deep into my body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, keeping me in pristine health at all times. I bow down before you, thanking you from the bottom of my heart for keeping me in pristine health. And I promise to put in efforts from my side for keeping this body in a healthy condition, befitting for you to reside inside this body in your effulgent form. Om Triyambakam Nijamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Nijamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triyambakam Nijamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Very slowly release your hands. Keep them on your knees. And try to keep your body absolutely steady. In the steadiness of that body, experience the steadiness of the mind. Become a passive, curious observer, watching your thoughts, asking yourself a question, where are these thoughts coming from? Where do they dissolve into? As you ask that question, there is an emptiness or a blankness for a moment. Try and focus your attention on that blankness. Repeat 4 or 5 times on your own. Feel a surge of energy coming up from Mother Earth, penetrating your body, energizing each and every brain cell and body cell, giving you a unique sense of confidence to face up to all external circumstances, be they pleasant or unpleasant. Then very gently open your eyes, stretch your legs, and then lie down on your back. Today we'll be following the green light protocol. We may require 2 sessions to cover it completely. So we start our session with the body scan. So lie down on your back. Stretch your legs out, arms by the side of the body, palms facing the sky. Bring your attention to your feet. Observe how your feet are. Are they flopped on the ground or are they raised away from the ground? If they are raised from the ground, are they symmetrical on the right side and the left side? What is the pressure between the heels and the ground? Are they symmetrical on the right side and the left side? Bring your attention to the lower leg. Pay attention to the calf muscles. How much of your lower leg is touching the ground? And which points are they raised above the ground? Can you mentally gauge as to whether the gap between the ground and the lower leg, wherever they are not touching, are symmetrical on the right side and the left side? Or is one side, the gap is more as compared to the other? Mentally gauge it without opening your eyes. Now your knees, back of the knees, are they touching the ground? Or are they raised? If they are raised, are they symmetrical on the right side and the left side? If not, is the side in which the gap is more the same side where the pressure between the heel and the ground is more? Or is it the opposite? Then the back of your thighs, are they resting on the ground? Now relax the entire leg from the hip joint up to the toes. As you instruct them to relax, do you experience any change? Now pay attention to the buttocks and how are they pressing against the ground? Are the pressure symmetrical on the right and the left? If not, what is the relationship between them and the heels and the back of the knees? Is the pressure higher on the side where the pressure between the heels and the ground is higher? The gap between the knees and the ground higher? Or is it completely the opposite? Please remember, there is nothing right, there is nothing wrong. It is what is currently going on in your body. You're only trying to become more focused, more aware of your own internal body sensations. These keep changing. You may experience completely different relationships tomorrow, or if you practice it later. Now bring attention to your spinal cord. Start from the lower vertebrae. How much of them are touching the ground? Which ones are not touching? Then both the shoulder joints and the shoulder blade, is it aligned around the ground? Is it raised from the ground? If so, by how much? Is it symmetrical on the right and the left? If not, any relationship with the other observations like the heels, the knees, the buttocks? Now pay attention to both the arms. How are they lying on the ground? How far away from the body? Is the gap between the body and the hand the same on the right side and the left side? Now relax your neck, relax your head. How is the back of the head resting on the ground? What is the pressure? Is it light? It is heavy? Now relax the whole front side of the body. Then slowly get ready for your practice. Follow instructions first before you start. You need to choose a side where you experience any difficulties. Like for example, if your right shoulder, you have any problem with the right side, you have a back pain or a lower back pain, or the right side of the leg, you have any problem, then your chosen side to work with will be right side. That will be your side one. If it is on the other side, you will choose left side. That will be left side will be your side one. So different people may choose differently. Go according to which side you want to choose. Make up your mind. And then gently, and if you cannot make up your mind, just take one side. It doesn't matter. And then once you've chosen, turn on your back, on your tummy. Lie on your stomach. Now, if your side one is your right side, your face will turn to the right side. If your side one is left side, your face will turn to the left side. I have chosen right side to demonstrate. Now, in that side, you will turn the head a little forward, fold the knees and bring them a little up. You're creating a sort of a C. and your hands are in front, somewhere near the neck region, with the elbows extended out. So you are in this C curve. Now in this position, very slowly breathing in, you will lift your elbow up, and very slowly breathing out, you will bring your elbow down. Second round, as you are bringing the elbow up, experience a movement of the muscles on the backside along the shoulder. It is the upper trapezius that you are working on. One more round. And now we will do what is called a stop and go movement. So very slowly lift your elbow up. Now bring it down only a little bit. And then recontract a little more, taking it up. Now let your elbow come down a little further down. About halfway journey. Once again recontract a little bit. And now take it all the way to rest on the ground. I forgot to inform, if you have cushions available, you should keep them handy next to you. If you want, take a small break and bring your cushions closer to you, because the lock-in requires you to bring it quickly down. If your yoga mats are very thick, then it is okay. Otherwise, it's better to have a cushion where your elbow will come and land. And now, make sure that you're, let me give time for others to come back. Give me just a minute. Yeah. Now make sure that your cushion is positioned in such a way that when you bring the elbow down, it will come and rest on the pillow. Now, keep the elbow resting on the pillow. Slowly raise it a little bit from the pillow, say about an inch or two. Hold, hold, hold. Quickly drop your elbow on the pillow. And then relax. Now, you will continue to be in the same position, except for your hand position that will change a little bit. You will now take the hand and keep it either at the back, lower back, or a little on the side. If that is not possible, you can keep it on the floor on the side. Okay? So this is how your elbow will be. Now in this position, I'll just first demonstrate so that I can give you instructions. You will be raising the elbow up, and then very slowly you will bring it back. And then stop and go. And last, quick release. These are the 3 movements. Okay? And now we're going to work on the middle trapezius and the rhomboids. So focus your attention on your middle trapezius and your rhomboids. And now very slowly raise your elbow and very slowly bring it down. One more full journey. Slowly take it up. And very slowly bring it down. Now we'll do stop and go. So very slowly allow your elbow to come away from the ground. And then recontract a little bit and hold it there. Now take it up a little more. Allow the elbows to come down a little further. Recontract a little bit. And now allow your elbow to come all the way down to rest on the ground. And now we'll do stop and go, quick release. So keep the pillow. Rest your elbow on the pillow. And then slowly raise it about 1 inch above the pillow. Hold, 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 release. Quickly knock it into the pillow. And then stretch your hands up. Now we'll work on the lower trapezius. So we started with the upper trapezius, then we moved on to the mid trapezius and the rhomboids. Now we are on to the lower trapezius.
Sir, sir, which muscle was trapezius?
It's a muscle that comes from here. It goes like this, goes all the way down to the lower portion of the neck. So it is like a quick muscle here.
Okay, and rhomboid?
Rhomboid is just below the trapezius, around this area.
Okay, sir.
Now you will move your hands closer to the face, like this, in front of the face. You're in this position. Now you will raise the elbow like this, but you will allow this shoulder to be pointed towards the opposite hip joint. Okay? So get ready. All the other instructions are the same. You can keep your thumb near the nose or near the mouth. Now, when you're ready, very slowly lift your elbow up towards the ceiling, wherever it can go normally. And then very slowly bring your elbow back to rest on the ground. Very slowly bring your elbow back to rest on the ground. Second round, full journey. Lift your elbow up all the way towards the ceiling, wherever it can go normally without any strain. And very slowly bring your elbow back to rest on the ground. Now, we'll do stop and go. So let your elbow come away from the ground towards the ceiling, wherever it can go normally. Now, allow your elbow to come down a little bit. Hold it there. Then recontract a little bit. Now allow your elbow to come down further. Midway through the journey, hold it there. Recontract a little bit. Don't go all the way up. Only a little bit. Now, allow your elbow to come down further towards the ground, but don't touch the ground. Hold it there. Recontract a little bit. Only a little bit. And now, allow your elbow to go all the way to the ground. Relax. Now keep your elbow under the, keep your pillow under the elbow. And now allow your elbow to come up away from the ground towards the ceiling. A little bit, only 1 inch up, not so much, yeah. Hold, 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 drop it. Very good. Now relax. Just lie on your back and relax a little bit. And then experience the effect on the shoulder area, the upper trapezius region, on the side that you worked. Compare it with the side that you did not work. What differences can you feel or experience between them? Now we will do what is called the rotation of your shoulder blade. Now this is a little difficult to demonstrate. So you will have to try and see and then try and experience and practice it. Now if you see the shoulder blade here, one rotation is in the clockwise direction like this. Another rotation is in horizontal direction. Third direction is a diagonal in one direction. The last is a diagonal rotation the other way around. So now, if I were to show you, this is my scapula. So one rotation is like this. So this wheel divides your scapula into a right side and a left side. Another rotation is like this. This divides your scapula into an upper portion and a lower portion. Then the third one is a diagonal rotation. The fourth one is the fourth diagonal rotation. So that's how the scapula has to rotate. Okay, so your line slightly curved, and now you will be using your arms to rotate the scapula, dividing it into two portions. Imagine a wheel dividing the scapula into two, and that wheel is going up and down. So you will start lifting it up towards the ceiling, towards the front side of the ground, going down towards the ground, coming up. After 4 or 5 rounds, reverse the motion.
So where exactly is the scapula?
The shoulder bone, this one, the prominent one which comes low. If you feel at the back,
Right.
what you call the shoulder blade.
Okay.
So first round, the wheel is dividing the scapula into a right side and the left side, and start slowly moving your shoulder up and down in the direction of clockwise. After 4 or 5 rounds, move it in the direction of anti-clockwise. Then relax. Now try and imagine a wheel that is rotating, dividing the scapula into upper portion and the lower portion, and move your shoulder clockwise from forward to backwards.
So you said clockwise and then anti-clockwise, right?
Yeah. Both, every movement is clockwise, anti-clockwise. Once you've completed that, those of you who want to experience this can come to the center, then we'll move the scapula with our hand. So you can just relax. Now you try and start from the portion closer to the spine and move it toward the shoulder. And then in the opposite direction. Once you've completed that, the last round you start somewhere near the spinal cord towards the neck, and then let the rotation go towards the chest, the rib cage. And then reverse that motion. And then relax. Once again, turn on your back. And relax. And see what is the effect of what you have done on the shoulder blade. Can you experience anything there?
Sir, if we do this sitting,
Uh-huh.
would it have the similar impact? Because then we'll be able to move our shoulder.
No, it has to be done on the lying down position.
Okay.
So when you move the, can you hear me? Sorry. So when you move the shoulder blade, your elbow should not be on the ground, right? I mean, because it is easier to do if you lift your elbow and move your shoulder.
Let the elbow go whichever way you are comfortable, it's okay. Most important is to try and move the shoulder. You can do it with the elbow down as well. But if you feel this is moving it better, do it to start with. But once you get used to it, you can do it easily with the elbow on the ground.
Right. Because I had a frozen shoulder last year. And
then you move your elbow, doesn't matter.
okay.
So ultimately, we have to always do these things based on our current position. And different people may have different situations. So, and slowly, not so fast. Everything slow, only then your brain will register. If you do it so fast, the different brain registers, that doesn't help us. We wanted to go into the upper cortex, which can get registered only if you do it very slowly. In fact, I've sent you a link on your group today of a website where these somatic concepts are explained very well. So you can go through that as well. All right. Now, relax. Now we're going to try and work in sets of three vertebrae going down. Okay? So first, understand what you will be doing. And this is we are going to compress the vertebrae and then release it. Compress it, release it. Compress it, release it. That's what we're going to do to each of them, replicating the pressure that the vertebrae get when we do in a walking motion. Okay? Now, you have to keep relaxing your head. So what you do is, when you're in this position, you can nod your head whenever you feel any strain on the neck. Point number one. Point number two, even after nodding the head a little bit, you still feel strenuous, then stop there itself and just take rest. With the strain on the neck, please don't continue, because that will have a negative impact. Instead of getting advantage, it will lead to a disadvantage. So whether I give you instructions or not, whenever you feel there is some extra effort happening on the neck, stop the practice, do this kind of a nodding, it will release the head a little bit. Okay? Now, in this position, you have to try and bring a slight compression by moving the head down a little bit like this. And if you keep your hands on the three vertebrae behind the neck that you can feel, when you bring it down, you can feel that compression happening. Okay? So this is what you will do to start the movement. So practice it a couple of times so that you can, when you're ready to start, you will be automatically able to do it. And now, what you will do is, you are in this position, you are drawing the head up, and then you will side bend and then release the head. So you are first drawing your head in, compressing the vertebrae, you are bending to the side by bringing the shoulder and the side of the body closer to the ground. Then you will release the side of the body and the shoulder, release the head, so that the vertebrae that you compressed will release. So you are intentionally compressing them and you are slowly releasing them, which is the concept of pandiculation that you're doing. And when you work on each of the sets of three vertebrae going down right up to your lower lumbar region, you will start releasing the vertebrae, it will start giving you tremendous benefit. Okay. So start, draw your neck inside, the first three vertebrae above the shoulder, move closer to the ground, side bend closer to the ground, and then release the head. Now your attention will go to the next three, so your side bending has to be in such a way that the next three vertebrae will be activated just below the shoulder level. So draw your neck inside, side bend the next three vertebrae, very slowly release it, release your neck. Now once again, draw your shoulder, draw your head into your shoulder and side bend, focusing on the next three vertebrae in the middle of your rib cage. Very slowly release your head. Once again, draw your head into your shoulder, side bend on the first three lumbar vertebrae, and release your head. Last round, draw your head into your shoulder, side bend, focusing your attention on the last two lumbar vertebrae, release and release your head. Now there is something called bowing.
So sorry, that That sideways bend is just bending the body to the floor, right? That's
Yeah,
just,
yeah, yeah. Oh, except that, see, for example, when I'm focusing on the first three vertebrae here, my bending is on this side. Then the bending has to be from the side of the body here. Then this side of the body comes in. Then this side of the body comes in.
Okay.
Then this side of the body comes in, like that.
Okay.
So the focus of attention has to move so that those vertebrae are activated when you're coming closer to the floor from here. So this will come down, this will come down, like that. So you're starting from the top. So you can, I don't know whether you can see my hand at the back. Can you see that hand moving?
Yes, yes, I can see.
Now a little lower down. Now a little lower down.
Yes.
Like that. So if you want to repeat once, start from the top and repeat.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm not able to do the shoulder bending thing like you showed, because the moment I bend my shoulder, I start getting a mild pulling sensation and a catch kind of
All right.
sensation.
Now, what you do is, you see, this will be very good for you if you can get it done, because it will release that pain that you have otherwise. Okay. So what you do is, instead of coming so much, you just come a little bit and then come back. So you do this pulling the neck into the shoulder.
Yeah, so if I just keep it to the top part, it's fine. But the moment I do the lower ones, then it gets caught up. The
When
top
you
one
do
is
it,
fine.
when you're doing the lower side, just move it a little bit and see whether it is still giving you a pain.
Okay. Okay.
Just try. And if it gives a pain, stop. You have to, that is why you need to still come into a C position. You have to bend a little bit onto the front. So only bend this much like this. And then tell me whether it still pains.
So it is better.
Ah.
It is better after I corrected the C position.
Okay. So this will release quite a bit. It will be wonderful for you actually.
This is also useful for people who spend a lot of time sitting, right?
Yes, yes. But apart from this, for sitting, you also, when you're sitting, you also lift your leg up from the chair and take it down.
Right.
So intermittently, if you have to sit for a long meeting or something, just even if others are noticing or not noticing, just lift the one leg up, down, one leg up, down, one leg up, down, and then the other leg. And then if you can stretch the leg up a little bit in the sitting position itself, even while you're continuing to talk, just do this much, it will also help quite a bit. And this, of course, if you have any kind of a back pain, it will be tremendous. Like, for example, if you ask Kala, she has experienced a tremendous relief. She can tell you how benefiting this practice has been for her.
Yes, I can already feel a back.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. In fact, Aruna wanted to come to the center. No, I wanted her to, practice this with her for her shoulder as well as her back.
Right.
And then, of course, she never found the time, and then I had my own issues. So I think when she comes back from Bangalore, we'll arrange the meeting.
Right.
And that's why I'm repeating this, because people have benefited tremendously. Kala, can I share your case with them? You're muted.
Is it audible?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. I mean, can I share what you have gone through?
Sure, why not? Why not? Why not?
In fact, you
It
see,
is
for
going
your
to be.
information, Kala was on injections, daily injections for her lower back. And after this practice, her doctor has taken her off injections and transferred her to medicine. And for her, this is a great relief because she says taking that trick every day is such a painful process. And she's been out of it after we did this. So when I got that kind of a feedback, I said, we'll repeat it 3-4 times.
Please, I don't mind doing it every day now. Really, it is giving good relief. I'm very happy.
So that's why we are repeating this. We'll repeat this 3-4 times now.
That was my major problem. Chalo, at least it is solved.
Great. Now we are going to do what is called a bowing. So your position is still the same. You will not draw the neck now, but you'll keep the leg straight. And then in terms of instructions, they say you hip high. For us from India, what I would like to do is try to draw your leg upwards towards your shoulder. Okay? So on one side, you are bending the upper portion of your body to the ground and you are hip hiking. And then you are releasing, taking the head back. Then you must be always in the C position. That is very important, okay? Remember this. Then you will bend the second portion of the body, hip hike, or draw your leg upwards and then release. Then take the lower portion of the body closer to the ground, hip hike. And then the last portion, hip hike. Okay? So when I say hip hike, it means you're pulling that leg up, pulling the muscles of that leg towards the shoulder. So once or twice, just practice that pulling, and then we will practice what is called bowing. So get ready. So side bend just below your armpit and hip hike your pelvis towards your armpit and then slowly release it. Now side bend, the middle portion of your rib cage, hip hike your pelvis towards the shoulder and then slowly release it. Now side bend, the end of your rib cage, hip hike your pelvis towards your shoulder and release it. Now side bend just below the rib cage, hip hike the pelvis towards the shoulder and then slowly release it. And now try and nod your head a couple of times. Release your shoulders and relax it. And then lie on your back. The rest of it will continue in the next class. So to maintain continuity, what I will do is make a slight change. On Thursday, we will continue with this practice and close it. And next Monday, we will continue with the yoga practice. So now relax your whole body. Repeat your body scan. Pay attention to your feet. Pay attention to the pressure between the heels and the feet. And notice what differences you can notice as compared to where you started off and where you are now. What is the position of your feet? Have they undergone any change in the way they are lying on the ground? Or are they the same way when you started the practice? Now come to your calf muscles. How are they resting on the ground? Is more of your calf muscles now touching the ground as compared to when it was in the beginning? What about the back of the knees? As the gap between the floor and the back of the knees decreased as compared to the beginning. Back of your thighs. Buttocks. Can you experience any similarities on the sides that you experienced earlier on? Any changes there? And can you notice any difference on the side that you worked as compared to the side that you did not work? Can you notice any differences there? Now bring your attention to your spinal cord. Start from the coccyx. Go upwards. How is the spinal cord now? Can you feel more of your back and the spinal cord resting on the ground now as compared to when you started? Where exactly can you notice differences now as compared to when you started? Now bring your attention to your shoulder blade. Can you notice any changes there? Then both the hands from the shoulder up to your palm. What changes can you notice now? How are the hands lying from the body? Are they symmetrical or more symmetrical as compared to what you started off with? How do you find your neck? Can you feel any sense of relaxation in the neck? What about the back of your head? What is the pressure between the back of the head and the ground now? Can you notice any change there? Very slowly turn to one side. Take the support of your hands and then sit up, experiencing the effect of what you have done on the entire body. Sit in a meditative position, eyes closed. Get ready to chant mantra Om. Make your sankalpa and chanting Om, creating protective energy field around me that keeps me protected from all external negative influences, antibodies and viruses. Take a deep breath. Shanti mantras. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mritam gamaya, sarvesham swastir bhavatu, sarvesham shantir bhavatu, sarvesham purnam bhavatu, sarvesham mangalam bhavatu, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Triambakam Yajamage Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti 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 Harigi Om. Rub your hands nicely and when they're warm, keep them on your eyes. Feel the prana shakti in the form of warmth flowing in from the palm into your eyes. And gently open your eyes and slowly release your hands. Hari Om, that's it. Could you hear the sound? Can you
Yes.
give me a thumbs up? Yeah.
Yes.
Because yesterday the participants said they couldn't hear, so I just wanted to be sure. Okay, bye.
Sir, is it possible to do this hip movement next time once again, just to clarify?
We'll start with this hip movement and then continue.
All right.
Yeah, and as we keep repeating it, you will get more and more practice. You will be faster, and then we'll be able to do the whole protocol in 1 hour.
Thank
So we'll take time. We'll go at our speed.
Thank you.